What's good, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, man. As y'all can see by the title, we got another George Carlin, you feel me? Since the first time, well, the last time I reacted to him. That was the first time. This was one of the requested ones, you feel me? 10 Commandments. Um, he's a pretty, I don't want to say controversial, but he speaks like truth, you feel me? So, without further ado, let's get straight to this one.
Well, folks, here's something else I got
He don't
a problem
sugarcoat
with.
nothing from what I see
The
so
10
far.
Commandments. Here's my problem. Why are there 10? You don't need 10. I think the list of
10 is a
commandments
lot.
was deliberately and artificially inflated to get it up to 10. It's a padded list. Here's what they did. About 5,000
They
years
padded
ago,
the
a bunch of
commandments.
religious and political hustlers got together to try to figure out how to control people, how to keep them in line. They knew people were basically stupid and would believe anything they were told, so they announced that God had given them some commandments. Up on a mountain, when no one was around, God had given them the 10 Commandments. But let me ask
Not
you
gonna
this.
lie, my bad for pausing. I wonder how life was like years ago, bro. Cause they say history repeats itself, but it had to be like mad different back then. I don't know. I'm ranting, bro. I'm just talking about like everyday people interactions and shit.
When they were sitting around making this shit up, why did they pick 10? Why 10? Why not 9 or 11? I'll tell you why. Because 10 sounds official. 10 sounds important. They knew if it was 11, people wouldn't take it seriously. Say, what, are you kidding me? The 11 Commandments? Get the fuck out of here.
Seven don't
But
stick.
10.
5 might be
10
alright.
sounds important. 10 is the basis for the decimal system. It's a decade. It's a psychologically satisfying number. The top 10, the 10 most wanted, the 10 best dressed. So having 10 commandments was really a marketing decision.
Marketing. The 10 Commandments is marketing scheme is
me,
crazy.
It's clearly a bullshit list. It's a political document artificially inflated to sell better. I'm going to show you how you could reduce the number of commandments and come up with a list that's a little more workable and logical. We're going to start with the first 3, and I'll use the Roman Catholic version because those are the ones I was taught as a little boy. I am the Lord thy God. Thou shalt not have strange gods before me. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. Thou shalt keep holy the Sabbath. Right off the bat, the first 3, pure bullshit. Sabbath day, Lord's name, strange gods. Spooky language. Spooky language. Designed to scare and control primitive people. In no way does superstitious nonsense like this apply to the lives of intelligent, civilized humans in the 21st century. You throw out the first 3 commandments, you're down to 7. Next,
Just erase
honor
him.
thy
He's
fa-
not gonna. He's not gonna change. He's not gonna like bunch them all into one. I thought he was gonna do that. I thought he was gonna bunch them all into one. They really was trying to reach the word count on the
Father and
10.
mother. Obedience, respect for authority. Just another name for controlling people. The truth is, obedience and respect should not be automatic. They should be earned. They should be based on the parent's
Facts.
performance. Parent's performance. All right?
Especially them elders be thinking you supposed to just like, you feel me? Give it up, bow down to the bro. Like we human too, bro. I'm not about to. You gotta earn. You're not about to talk to me crazy just cause you old. Cause now when I talk to you crazy, it's a problem.
Parents deserve respect. Most of them don't. Period. You're down to 6. Now, in the interest of
Him
logic,
just eliminating
something
him is
religion is
crazy.
very uncomfortable with, we're going to jump around the list a little bit. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Stealing and lying. Well, actually, these two both prohibit the same kind of behavior. Dishonesty, stealing, and lying. So you don't need 2 of them. Instead, you combine them and you call it thou shalt not be dishonest. And suddenly, you're down to 5. And as long as we're combining, I have 2 others that belong together. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. Once again,
God damn,
these
that is
2
the same
prohibit
shit.
the same kind of behavior. In this case, marital infidelity. The difference is coveting takes place in the mind, and I don't think you should outlaw fantasizing about someone else's wife. Otherwise, what's a guy going to think about when he's waxing his carrot?
That is the oldest way to say You feel me? That's the oldest way to say I've never heard that shit before.
But marital fidelity is a good idea, so we're going to keep the idea and call this one, Thou Shalt Not Be Unfaithful. And suddenly, we're down to 4. But when you think about it, honesty and fidelity are really part of the same overall value. So in truth, you could combine the 2 honesty commandments with the 2 fidelity commandments and give them simpler language, positive language instead of negative, and call the whole thing, Thou shalt always be honest and faithful. And we're down to 3.
That is true.
Thou shalt, they're going away fast. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's goods. This one is just plain fucking stupid. Coveting your neighbor's goods is what keeps the economy going. Am I right? Your neighbor gets a vibrator that plays "Oh Come All Ye Faithful." You want to get one too. Coveting creates jobs. Leave it alone. You throw out coveting and you're down to 2 now. The big honesty and fidelity commandment, and the one we haven't talked about yet.
The 2
Thou shalt
commandments.
not kill. Murder. The 5th commandment. But when you think about it, religion has never really had a big problem with murder. Not really. More people have been killed in the name of God than for any other reason. All you have to do...
That's true.
All you have to do is look at Northern Ireland, the Middle East, Kashmir, the Inquisition, the Crusades, and the World Trade Center to see how seriously the religious folks take Thou Shalt Not Kill. The more devout they are, the more they see murder as being negotiable. It's negotiable. You know? It depends.
It do be dependent on the
Depends on who's
situation.
doing the killing and who's getting killed. So, with all of this in mind, I leave you with my revised list of the 2 commandments.
From 10
Thou
to 2
shalt
is
always
crazy.
be honest and faithful to the provider of thy nookie. And thou shalt try real hard not to kill anyone, unless, of course, they pray to a different invisible man from the one you pray to. 2 is all you need. Moses could have carried him down the hill in his fucking pocket. And if they had a list like that, I wouldn't mind those folks in Alabama putting it up on the courthouse wall. As long as they included one additional commandment, thou shalt keep thy religion to thyself. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Thank you.
What is it? What did the shirt say? New York City. I might just skip this on There's nothing. W2 commandments. It's really like it do be overkill. Some of that shit really do be overkill. Cause like they do repeat themselves a lot. That like religion and shit. They was trying to reach the what's the name? The word count for the essay. They was trying to do that shit. And it's like it is a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I know the 10 commandments. I knew like the first couple, but after that I didn't know none of them. I still don't. Even when he said it, I don't remember them. I don't remember them. I know the 2 that you feel me? 2 most important ones. Cause like thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill. That's like just be a good person, you feel me? Like you don't have to separate like you don't have to separate everything. In that case, it could have been way more than 10. It could have been the 21 commandments. They could have did way more. But like 10 do sound good. 5 commandments. Five could have been alright. I feel like 5 commandments would have been a little more daunting. I don't know. It would have been a little more like, I feel like people would have made it like more strict if it was 5 or something. They would have lived by it a little more tighter. But nobody following. People don't be following those for real. Nobody follows those. Well, not nobody. A lot of people don't follow those. You feel me? But George Carlin. It seems like he speaks a lot about. Well, I only watched 2 of them, but it seems like he be talking about religion like a decent amount. You feel me? maybe the hypocrisies in religion, or like the double standards or whatever. W truth teller, you feel me? But I think I might do a Patrice O'Neal next. That might be one of my next ones though, cause someone requested that one. But I appreciate y'all staying to the end if you did, even if you didn't. But if you're here, you feel me? We all know you stay to the end. Follow these links in the description. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all want to react to next. Subscribe, definitely. Please. We almost had 2K. We almost there. We like under 50 away. Something like that. So please. You know what I mean? But yeah, let me know what y'all want to react to next. And I'm seeing you on the next one, alright?